Good afternoon, and welcome to Rink A over here at the Recplex as Carshield gets ready to face the Sioux Falls Powers for the second game. Carshield will be in white this afternoon, whatever we call 4:30. Hudson will be in goal, and Sioux Falls will be in their blue on blue. Carshield coming off a 6-1 win late last night, and they're looking forward to more successful hockey today. I think we have everybody here today. Pitcher is back. So we should run 4 lines. So Hudson in goal. Looks like the Pennington line is going to start off with Simpson and Kaiser. And we're ready to get going. Pennington wins it. It's knocked forward. Kaiser in on the forecheck. Now Pennington gets a stick lifted. And Simpson. Now it gets pushed forward by the power. Goes through center ice down to the far side. And it's icing. Should have a scoreboard pop up pretty soon here. Just for Brian Hudson's request. So Fisher heads out with Stanley and Barth. Rawls and Bridge. Power goes D to D. Shot wide off the back of the net. Now it's in front. Rawls wins that battle to Barth, and Barth heads out. Finds Stanley. Stanley pushes it forward with the skate. Now it goes against the wall. Barth in, stops, grabs it. Circles. Pulls, shot, hits a leg, and goes into the corner. Puck comes to center ice to Louis. Louis gets his own. He heads in. And Fisher ends up with the puck on his stick. Stops, turns, tries to play it back to Louis, and it gets tipped. Now Louis stands up his guy at center ice. And Sioux Falls gets it, flips it in. Pickering tries to get it with the glove. Now Rawls breaks that up. And it goes around. Stanley working the boards. Down low to Fisher. Fisher surveys, finds Pickering. Pickering skates through the middle. Brock lifts a stick and gets it out of the zone. Rawls still on. And now it's flipped in to Caleb. So Blaine will be able to hop on. Miller hops over with Berryman and Springer. And we'll have a face-off at center ice. Face-off tied up. Still at center ice. Still in the circle. Springer comes away with it. Tries to get the zone. Gets knocked off his stick. Goes right to Berryman. Berryman finds Springer. Springer goes forehand, backhand. Goalie with a nice save. Springer retrieves the puck. He's looking for Blaine. Blaine's going to shoot. Hits Miller in the back. Now Springer shoots. Goalie carries that forward. Now Blaine. Down low. Miller covers at the point. Still down low. Springer tries to push it around. Still down in the corner. You guys probably can't see too well. Now it squirts out the other way. Springer in a stick battle. Berryman stops the progress, forces the guy the other way. Now goes back. Springer over there. He tries to lift a stick, gets it with a skate. Turns. Now Miller breaks that up. Now they play behind, rim it around. And Blaine's going to be there. He's going to play it along the boards. Down low, goes all the way around. Pickering's going to pinch. He flips it to Springer. That goes past him as it was bouncing. And they're just going to ice and relieve the pressure. Given a Lacoste hop on. Schultz and Flogger hop on with Pennington. Puck one to the corner. Schultz pushes up against the boards. Now Pennington. Now it goes past him. Around the corner. They play it out. Gibbons going to grab that. Finds Schultz. Hits a skate. Now he finds Pennington. Now it comes out to center ice. Flogger harassing. Now Gibbon. Over to Flogger. Bouncy puck. Shiloh over there to help. Now it gets played back to Lacoste. We'll reset. Lacoste finds Gibbon. Gibbon Schultz. Schultz tries to find Pennington, but they had 4 guys there. Clogging up the middle. And it comes up the wall. Now Schultz. Now Gibbon. And Given's going to head out with it. Finds Flogger. Flogger chips middle. They go back D to D. And Schultz. Fisher back off there with Simpson and Kaiser. Now we drop it again. And it gets broken up by Fisher. Gets knocked in, and Kaiser's in off sides. Fisher to dot again. Over to Rawls. Rawls gets the zone. Stops. Tries to play it back. Now Sioux Falls is going the other way. They get the line. Shot. Well wide. Comes out to the point. Shot. Well wide the other way. Kaiser over to get it. He flips it out. Now Simpson pushes it back to Rawls, and they're going to reset up to Simpson. Now Sioux Falls has it center ice. Fisher's going to force him backward. Now Kaiser gets enough of it. Now Fisher plays it forward. Now they dump it in. They wave it off. Brutal. No one was close to that one. Ridge tries to find Kaiser. It gets knocked up in the air. Kid stops. Now they're going to whip it in. Far corner, hard off the boards, right to Ridge. Ridge is going to flip high out of the zone. It bounces. Now they play back in the zone. Now it comes to Ridgeway. D-man intercepts. Now Barth. Now Kaiser. Kaiser just plays it forward. Miller on. Pickering on. Blaine on. Miller breaks that up as D was changing. Now they played up to Brock. They got to stop. Brock's still in the zone. Now Blaine. Pickering. Now they dump it in, and Barth goes in after it. It's broken up on the boards. Now finds Barth. Tries to find Miller and Pickering, and it slides on both of them. Stanley down low. Comes out of the corner. Still down low. Now he flips it back down along the boards to Barth. Now Pickering to Stanley. Stanley tries to flip it in. Now Pickering takes a hot shot up the middle. And we're going to blow something. Hand pass, I guess. So we get changes here. Lacoste, Given, Springer, Berryman, Pennington. So it looks like right now the centers are just rotating through the wingers. Given. Lacoste. Pennington. Oh, tries to find Springer. Gets blocked. Given pinches. Springer along the boards. Pennington still with the puck. Drops to Springer. Springer stops, turns, pulls away from the boards. Comes out, has Given. Gets it there. Given shoots. Oh, it hit something and went wide. Now Pennington again. Gets Lacoste. Lacoste shoots low. A tip. Oh, a great save by the goalie. Complete reflex. Just stuck the toe out, and that's all he needed. As there was not much time to react. So this group's going to stay on. Pennington, Springer, Berryman, Given, Lacoste. Given gets it through his legs. Lacoste back on the back check. They're in. They shoot. Caleb knocks it down. He covers. And there's some kerfuffle after the play. Rawls and Ridge hop on. Forward group stays. Puck one. Pennington battling there. Now Springer. He breaks that up along the boards. Tries to find Berryman. Does. Berryman goes wide. Shoots. Hits the power symbol on the goalie's chest. Goes to the corner. Now it goes into the corner. Fisher out there now. He ties the guy up along the wall. Berryman shoots. Goalie plays it wide. Now Berryman still has Fisher. Finds Fisher. A stick check from behind takes care of that. Shot on. Berryman goes for a change. Springer needs a change. And they whip it down. They play it up to Flogger. He turns. Over to Ridge. Ridge has a slide on him. Now he's hacking at it. Now Fisher's there. Fisher. Schultz. Schultz goes forward. He goes to the middle. Chips to Flogger. Nicely weighted as Flogger gets there. Oh, he's got Fisher late. Oh, and he can't get it on the stick to shoot. Now Blaine. Now Pickering. Oof. Nicely waved that off. Now they're going to rim it around hard. Blaine's going to pinch. He shoots it into Flogger. Flogger back to Blaine. Down low. Now Fisher. Fisher goes down low to Flogger. Flogger still working. Finds Schultz. Schultz finds Fisher. Fisher turns again. He goes around. Gets a stick up high. Gets pinned along the boards. Now it comes out the other way. Oh, they slide it through Flogger and it comes out of the zone. They dump it in. Blaine back to get it. He's going to rim it around. Schultz has it. Finds Pickering. Pickering's going to go with Schultz. Just the two of them. And the goalie's going to cover. They get run into by his own player. Pennington back out with Kaiser and Simpson. Given and Lacasse. Puck one back to Lacasse. He goes to the wall. Now Kaiser. Now Lacasse. Now Lacasse puts it in. Kaiser in to get it. They backhand it. Kid whiffs on it. Pennington gets it. He flips it to Kaiser. Kaiser along the boards. Now it comes out to Lacasse. He gets it with the skate. And the other skate. Kid just roughs him. And it comes out. Oh, Pennington knocks it in on a good check. And they flip it forward. Now Pennington and Kaiser are going to go. Oh, Pennington can't get enough angle on the pass. And it goes back down into the zone. Given finds Kaiser. Kaiser's going to go middle to Pennington. Pennington's got room and space and speed. He goes wide, shoots, hits the outside of the goal. Now Simpson and Kaiser over there. They find Ridge. Ridge walks, finds Kaiser, finds Ridge. Ridge with a one-timer hits the guy in front. That was nicely set up. Rawls down low, gets intercepted, and they're going to come out with it. 2-on-1. They shoot. Huddy with the save. So Fisher's going to hop over with Stanley and Barth. Stanley comes away with that off the face-off. He goes wide left, gets his own, dumps it in. Barth in after it. He's going to go around. He gets the puck first, finds Stanley. Stanley, now Barth pulls it out. Gets a stick lifted. It's still loose. Fisher pushes it in the corner. He goes to get it, gets interfered with, and they just flip it out. Barth catches that. Gets knocked off the puck a little bit. Finds a whole lot of skates. Now Fisher plays it to the middle. Misses Stanley. Now Barth turns. Now Stanley. Now out to Rawls. Now to Ridge. Ridge shoots, looks for a tip. Goes through and hits the pad. Now Fisher knocks that away. He stops, turns, plays center to Stanley, tries to find Barth. Now Barth intercepts, turns, shoots wide. And they flip it around. Rawls is going to get there. He keeps it in. Fisher changes. Miller's on. Miller sidesteps one, tries to find Stanley. The puck gets intercepted again. Now Barth, he's going to go around. Has Ridge, tries to get it to him on the backhand. Ridge just pushes it down in the corner as Barth is going to go change. Springer hops on. Stanley back to Rawls. Rawls shoots, tip high by Miller. High out in the slot. Miller now covers a point. Now Berryman. Now we got a lot of people down low. Ridge backs out. Miller gets interfered with again. Now it squirts out to the front, just out of Springer's reach. And they're going to play it out. They take it in, dump it, hits Pickering, goes to the corner. Now Ridgway. He plays it out through the middle. He plays it in, and that's icing. He was a couple feet behind. So Miller heads to the dot. Springer and Berryman. Schrader and Pickering. .309 left in the first. No score. Puck one. Now Springer goes down low. Blaine walks, shoots, looks for tip. Everyone's spread out. Goalie parries it. Goalie hasn't covered a lot of first shots. Hopefully we can take advantage there. Springer comes away with it, finds Berryman. Berryman gets saved. Pickering hits the back glass. And that gets played out. Pickering gets a little bit of it. And Berryman loses it. Now loses it again. And they go in. This is what happened yesterday. They shoot. Puck wide. And played up the wall. And Springer skates. Now Blaine knocks it away. Now it goes the other way. Shot. Caleb with a high save up in his face. Can't get it out. Pickering just takes the man. Goes out to Berryman. Berryman's in with Blaine. Oh, it's in Blaine's skates. Now he shoots. Pitcher is out there. He has served his penance. Now he pulls it away. He turns. Flogger's at the top of the point. Now he squirts down. Given coming. And he gets played to center ice. Ben gets a step. He's going to go forward. Yep. Now it gets passed wide. And they head in. One-on-one. Shot high. Mike goes forward with it. Oh, a kid takes him low. That's brutal. Took out his legs. And now they reset. Given. Flogger. Flogger gets a tip. He's going to get there first. He gets position. Takes the puck. Finds Schultz. Schultz tries to get it to pitcher. Hits a skate. We're hitting a lot of skates. And it comes out to Given. He turns. Now it's to Lacasse. Lacasse past everybody. So we have a face-off in our zone, 48 seconds. Pennington to the dot. Rawls Kaiser. Simpson with 40. JR puts his shoulder down, gets Pennington, and they score. Nice job by this line. Winning the faceoff, getting it out of the zone. Puck chipped out by Rolls. Played forward by Kaiser. Simpson finds Pennington. Pennington goes forehand, backhand, and puts it in the net. Puck tied up. Pennington wins at center ice. Kaiser. Now Pennington in with Simpson. They go back and forth. Oh, and Pennington on the doorstep. All he had in front of him was a pad. Couldn't get it up. It was in a little close. Now they play it forward. Oh. So trust me, it happened. It doesn't look like the camera was caught up yet. It was a good save. We'll blame it on Brian. He is not here. Oh, and at the end, JR just misses a tip. So after one on a Pennington goal, Carshield leads 1-0. We're back for the start of the second. 16 minutes on the clock. I'm going to move so you stop seeing me in the picture. Fisher out, Stanley and Barth. Rawls and Ridge. Puck one back to Rawls. Gets knocked back into our zone. Ridgway hacks it forward. Now he gets it again, stuck in his skates. Now Fisher, he turns. Finds Ridge. Ridge up the wall to Barth. Barth middle to Fish. And he's going to go with Rawls. Rawls stops. Fisher goes down, turns the corner. Still looking, stops. Still looking. Comes back around the other side. Still looking. Oh, he tries to find Stanley, and it gets intercepted by Stick, and they're going to go the other way. Blaine hacks it forward, and they send it in. That's apparently tipped by somebody, and Rawls gathers behind the net. Rawls up the middle to Stanley. He chips forward. He gets it in the zone. Fisher goes for a change. Miller on. Now they go side to side. Springer joins. And they have a player in offside on the far side. So Berryman hops on two with Schrader and Pickering. Complete the line change. Miller to the dot, just outside the D zone. If we didn't have to sit through these face-offs, the game would be a lot shorter. And they dump it in. Pickering goes back to get it. Gathers, turns, backhands to Miller. Miller has all kinds of ice. Now that closes on him. Oh, it hits the ice where the pad is, and it squirts backward. Or hits the glass, sorry. Now Pickering. Now it goes in the other way. Shot softly in. Caleb plays that up and then hits the back of the net. He had a good angle for a forward there on the tip. Now it goes to the wall. Everybody kind of looked around to figure out who's going to go get it. Now it goes down to the corner. Reverse hit, Miller. So it's in between the kid's legs. Now it squirts out. Now they go to the point. Go to the near point. Shot. Make a shot at the official. Pickering takes the man. Now it's played up. Berryman tries to hack it forward. And they knock it out. It sits up on in, so it doesn't go. They come around. Now they go other side. Pitcher on, Schultz on. Flogger will join here in a second. They shoot it in. Oh, Caleb. Oof. I think he was trying to cover that and then went too hard off his stick. Now it's another kerfuffle behind the net. Mike tries to skate it out. Now he will. And they're out on a 3-on-2. Mike heads in, shoots. High blocker save. He loses an edge. Schultz shifts to him. Now he resets. He turns. You find Schultz. Schultz, Flogger. Flogger scores. Good work down low from pitcher and Schultz. Flogger finds a soft spot in between the circles and knocks it in. Pitcher back to the dot, giving Lacoste, Schultz, Flogger. Puck tied up, played forward by pitcher. They wave that off. Flogger hitting hard on the forecheck. Goes wide. Now Schultz just overskates it. Now they get it to center ice. Given and shot. Caleb nope. Hits his paddle, kind of. Mike's just going to take the man. Given's going to come out with it. He's going to go hard off the wall. That's going to go down. He tipped it. Schultz on the forecheck has his guy lined up. Kid ducks out of the way. Now they played up the wall. Played forward, but everybody's in offsides. So Pennington hops on with with Simpson and Kaiser. This line got the first goal. Rawls and Ridge out there. Pennington ties it up. Kaiser comes through, gets it. Now Rawls going to get the line. He's going to head in. Pennington had slid in offsides, but they didn't blow it. Now they're going to come the other way. Ridge backs in, sticks the long stick out, gets enough of it, and Caleb covers. Offsides optional weekend we're looking at here. Pennington back to the dot. Puck one hard to the wall. Rawls rims it around. Ridge over there. He's going to gather. He goes high off the glass. They wave it off. Kaiser in hard on the forecheck. Kaiser finds Rawls. Rawls shoots. Oh, it hits two things. And then the goalie had no clue, and it just sat there. And it gets flipped to center ice. Kid can't get it. Ridge just knocks it to center ice. Now they knock it in. Oh, they got a kid with speed going forward. Now they shoot. Caleb takes it up high, puts it in the corner. Now we're watching. They come to the near side. Shot again right into Caleb's glove. Fisher line's going to hop over with Pickering and Blaine. This pitcher back, we will now probably just run 4 straight lines, which we haven't gotten to do much this year. Only a couple games we've had everybody healthy. Fisher ties that up. Now it's in the official skates, and he just sits there. Shot in off Hudson's crest. Barth takes the man. Now they get it out, and Stanley, finds Barth. Again, offside's optional today. And it comes around. They play it up the wall. Bounces on him. Now it comes to center ice. Hits another skate. Now Brock shoots low. Parried to the corner. Blaine pushes it forward. They're going to come to the near side. Out to Pickering. Pickering's going to whip it back around. Brock in to get it. He gets there first. He comes away. Finds, Barth. Barth with a one-timer. Goalie gets a piece. Then Fisher gets tied up. Now it's still loose in front. They're just going to whip it down the ice. On goal. Caleb plays Blaine. Everybody changing. Blaine finds Berryman. Slides off his stick. He goes wide, shoots right into the power symbol. And Berryman gets dumped for his troubles. So LaCosta giving out with the Miller line, Springer and Berryman. Lacasse, comes back to Lacasse. He walks, he shoots. Parried to the side by the goalie. Now it's played down low. Now they play it up. Miller with a good back check wins that. Springer down low to grab it again. Goes the other way. Miller in the board battle. Gets pushed up against the wall. They're over there on the Zambo door. They'd eat sticks. Everybody comes away with theirs. And, knocked down nicely by Noah. He plays it to Miller. Miller plays it to the middle. Springer, shot. Hits something, goes straight up in the air. It's on the line. Miller battling. Now Lacasse. Miller's going to come away with it. He circles. Tries to find Given. That gets intercepted. Miller on the back check again. Almost keeps it in. Springer got pinned up against the wall. Now it comes to center ice. He tried to get a stick down and play it. Now it gets dumped in. Given over to get it. Forwards have been on for a bit. Now it's going to go the other way. Lacasse back there. He breaks that up. Shot. Springer takes that one. Now Miller. Now Berryman. All of them at the end of a shift. They're all going to change. Gets buffed in front of their goalie, but of course we didn't have anybody on the ice. Now Flogger. Flogger. He hurt Pitcher. Pitcher had two guys holding him up. Now Pitcher. Now Rawls. Shot. Gets parried off wide. Kept in. It hits the glass. Now it's hacked forward. Now it comes out of the zone. So Rawls is going to go back, reset. Finds Schultz. Schultz goes forward slowly. Now he gets some speed. He's looking. Still looking. Tries to leave for Flogger. Well, Flogger's got two. Now he can play it back to Schultz. He tries to find Pitcher. That gets knocked away. Rawls again. Shot. Parried aside. Rawls is getting him through. Goalie's getting a piece of him. Pitcher. Back out to Flogger with the one-timer, and the goalie pushes over. Pennington to the dot. They get it. Go D to D. Now out of the zone. Kaiser back on the forecheck. Takes the man. The puck goes in softly. Ridge gets it. Now to Rawls. Rawls has some space. He finds Kaiser. Kaiser finds Pennington. They have Ridge on the other side. Pushing Pennington in. Stops. Someone lost a stick. It was Kaiser. Now they go the other way. Blaine breaks that up. Now it's played to the corner. Oh, weird bounce. Shot off Caleb, and he covers. Fisher line on. Barth, Stanley, Pickering, Schrader. Puck's just sitting there. Still sitting there. Now they shoot again as no one got it. Played down low. Goes by Pickering. Now Blaine breaks it up. Fish comes away with it. Tries to find Stanley. Stanley breaks up the shot, though. Played down low. Fisher there. Plays it off the wall. Finds Barth. Barth is going to flip. That's either offsides, hand pass. They had two to choose from. Fisher to the dot. Puck one. I guess offsides. Pickering gets the line, dumps it in. Barth down low. Now it squirts out the other side. They play it along the board softly. Fisher's going to get there to challenge for that. Slides past him. Now it goes the other way. Blaine back to get it. He plays it to Pickering. Slides on him. Barth breaks that up. Fisher goes away with it. He goes wide. He's going to put the shoulder down. Nope, stops. High off the glass to Pickering. Pickering settles. Shot in. Stanley tries to tip. It goes past him. Comes out the other side. Fisher's going to intercept. Sidestep. Shoots high. Hits a goalie in the mask. So I think they're saying the goalie's helmet popped as Fisher's shot hit him up high kind of by the ear. Because they're not messing with the goal, so it must have been the helmet. So Miller to the dot. Berryman to Springer. Miller comes away with that. He's got open eyes, shoots, hits the side of the net, goes around. He plays back to Berryman. Now it comes to Lacasse. Lacasse goes down to Springer. Springer lets it go to Berryman. Berryman's looking, plays it back down low to Springer. He kicks it, pulls it. Now it comes to Power. And icing is called. Let's go back down to the other end. 4:50 left in the second. 2-0. Carshield. Goals by Pennington and Flogger. Puck knocked forward by Springer. Now it's in everybody's skates again, and it comes out for the Power. They head in, shoot. Caleb pushes it wide. Now Miller. Now the C's parted right there. Woof. Now Miller pushes it forward, and they play it out of the zone. Auto with a good forecheck. Still with a good forecheck, and he's going to go in to retrieve the puck. He pulls it. Now he's going to get it along the boards. He's going to knock it in. Now Miller. Now Springer. They try and find Berryman. Now they find Ridge. Ridge shoots it soft, finds Miller, save. Berryman hacks at it, and they flip it high. Comes to center ice. They're going to go near, far. Now dump it in. Schultz is in after it. He takes the man. He's going to get that return. Or kid tried to. No. Rolls. Oh, does nicely there. High off the wall. Hand pass. Doesn't go to anybody. Ridge turns. Now Flogger has that broken up. Now it comes to Ridge. Ridge knocks it forward. And that goes back to Ridge. He's going to play it to Flogger. He's going to go with Mike on his left. Cooper's high on the right. Oh, they shoot wide. D is changing. So Cooper's going to leave it for Mike. Mike splits two. Flogger tries to find Schultz, and he wasn't there yet. Pickering takes the body. Now Flogger breaks that up. It goes in off, I guess, a D-man. Mike is pointing to Flogger, so it looks like it went off a D-man. So let's see here. Yeah, I didn't quite see who started that. So Flogger gets the second one. Puck won back really nicely by Pennington, but it goes past everybody. And Blaine whips it down the ice. In the land of strong face-off wins, he won that strong. Pennington back to Dot. Simpson, Kaiser. Pickering, Blaine. More barking about where to stand on the face-off. Simpson breaks that pass up nicely. They got to come back to center ice. Now Blaine gets it, turns the body. He's going to go forward. He's in with Kaiser. He chips it forward. Oh, flips the bouncing puck. Just can't get enough on it, and it bounces right into the crest. So Koss and Given are going to hop on. Still Pennington, Simpson, Kaiser. More discussions about the face-off. Have to do some reporting and see what they were so worried about. Now we're talking more about the face-off. And it comes out to Kaiser. He finds Lacoste. He tries to find Pennington. Eventually gets there. Pennington stops, turns, plays down low to Kaiser. Kaiser stops, leaves it. Pennington breaks that up. Gets it on Kaiser's stick. Kaiser comes across the middle. Gets stuck in his skates a little bit and slides to the wall. Now back out to Lacoste. Lacoste plays it back down to the wall again. Simpson back behind to get it. He's got Given up top. Given hits a pad. It's going to come the other way. They head in. Given gets a piece of it, puts it in the wall. He battles through a loose cross check. Now Simpson knocks that away. Gets played back. Lacoste goes to get it. And we'll reset. Puck played up. And icing. So it's 1:12. We'll go back to the D zone. Fisher out there. Barth. Oh, they score. So a face-off win goes back to the point. Shot through. hits a post, not sure which post, and slides behind Caleb. Official has to come over and ask what happened. So Power coach tells him we scored. Fisher back to the dot, center ice, 3-1 is our score. And they play it back between the Demon. Rawls back to get it. Now back down low. Rawls intercepts. Finds Stanley. Slides past him. Now Barth. Barth in one-on-one. He goes wide left. Stops. Shoots high and wide. Or he was trying to hit Brock. Now they find out in the slot. Now Barth. Now Fisher. Now they Power come out with it. Played down low. Ridge to get it. Leaves it for Louie. Louie finds Brock. He gets it. Dumps it in. Kid leaves it. Goes through Fisher. Now they flip it out. We got 4 people there. Hits a standard. Doesn't go anywhere. Now they bring it to the near side. Pickering. End of the period. So after 2, 3-1 is our score. Goals by Pennington and 2 by Flogger. We're back for the start of the third. Miller out with Springer and Berryman. Pickering and Blaine. Officials trying to hurry us along until they talk about the face-off. Puck one back to Pickering. Gets knocked forward by Miller. Tied up by Berryman. And he goes forward. Springer on the forecheck. Squirts all the way out to Pickering. He's going to turn. He's going to play it to space. Springer's going to get it on the angle. Tries to find Berryman. That squirts through. Now Springer. Miller. Oh, and it hit a stick. So Miller's timing was thrown off. And they come out the other way. Springer gathers. And we took a penalty. So we'll go on the penalty kill. A trip. So we go to the penalty kill. Pitcher and Flogger will hop over. Given and Lacasse. Puck played down low, shot off Caleb, comes back out. Out to the point, shot, goal. High tip, goes up on Caleb, and we're at 3-2. So we're back to full strength. Pitcher and Schultz, Flogger, Lacoste, Given. 3-2 is our score. Puck one. Flogger plays that back to Given. Given off the wall. Comes to center ice. Now they play it back. Now they go up the wall. Oof. Guy sidesteps now. Pitcher and Flogger go forward. Oh, now Flogger's going to get it. He's going to go wide. Still wide. He's going to stop. Gets dumped. Apparently no trip there. Now pitcher's still battling. Now Flogger's still battling. Now pitcher. Oh, now Given. Oh, Given gets a stick held. Doesn't know where the puck is. Now it's played to the middle. Now it squirts out past Lacoste. Over to Schultz. He tips it. Pennington to the dot. Kaiser Simpson. Rolls. Ridge. Puck played back around. Kaiser still. Kaiser scores. So Kaiser got the inside angle on that. Kept his position. I think this comes all the way out from Ridge. It does. He gets inside, keeps his shoulder down, keeps position, and gets to between the circles and shoots and scores. Nice effort there by Kaiser. Puck played up, Ridge. Simpson on the forecheck. They go back to the D. They play it up. That doesn't hit. And it's icing. Kid's like, what? I hit it. Probably did. So go back to the O-zone. Pennington. Schrader, Pickering. Puck played back to Pickering. He stops, turns, flips it in. Oh, a high tip. Now, no goal again. The official's holding our player. Now another shot from Pickering. Now Pickering again. We had two shots in close. Neither of them got through. Now Pennington chips it in. Kaiser in to get it. Kaiser gets knee on knee. They let that go. Shot through, tipped by Simpson. Now Blaine's in deep. Simpson. Blaine's still in deep. Blaine has the puck. Works down low. Now Simpson. Simpson's going to go all the way across Pennington. One-timer. He's going to go for a change. That was a good vision there from Simpson to find Pennington wide open at the point. Fisher hops on. Lacoste. Stanley circles. Stanley along the boards. Barth on. Puck squirts out. Puck hits Barth's skate, then comes out. Take it in, shoot off a stick. Comes near side. Oh! They shoot across the goal. Oh, man. Everyone was just watching. Shot up high. Now it's out to the point. Now Stanley. Now Barth. Barth's in 2-on-1. He goes wide. Oh, now Stanley gets a stick lifted. Barth takes the man. Fisher takes the man. Officials in the way. Stanley down low. Official in the way again. All tied up. And they finally blow it dead when they realize no one is moving. So deal change. Gonna have Blaine hop on with Ridge. Miller, Berryman, Springer. Puck one back. Now deep behind the goal. Now comes up the wall. Oh, handcuffs Ridge a little bit and gets played in off sides, which is probably a good option there to take the offsides instead of 4-on-2 going the other way. Blaine back. Now up to Berryman. Berryman chips it in, but no one was going forward. Now Springer gets a piece of that. Now Ridge finds Miller. Comes to center ice. They go D to D. They get the zone. They shoot it in. Wide. Ridge chips it off the wall. Comes to center ice. They go far side off the wall. Blaine finds Springer. He finds Berryman. Berryman shoots. Goalie save. Pickering and given on. Back out to Berryman. Leaves for Pickering. Pickering sidesteps, shoots, hits a skate in front. Now Givens down low. Springer. Springer turns. Given vacates. Miller comes in. Now goes up the wall. Given pinched. Now it's sent out. Hits Berryman. Now it's sent all the way down. They got an arm up, and it's icing. So 10:07 left in the third, 4-2 Carshield. Pitcher line heads out there with Schultz and Flogger. Ridge and Rawls. Puck one back to Ridge. Ridge shoots high, goalie with the save. Puck one, back to Ridge. Ridge shoots, blocker save, Rawls pinches. Pitcher, Rawls shoots, right into the goalie's stomach, it's loose. Flogger off the side of the net. Oh boy. Ridge breaks that up at center ice, but it gets past him. Long stick, soft end, Caleb covers. Lacoste and Gibbon. Looks like we're back to normal D pair.
I don't know what that was about.
So I think Pickering was on for a long time and ended up with Louie. And then so they sent Ridge out with Blaine. Now we're back to normal. Pitcher ties that up. Still tied up. Now comes out to the point. Flogger blocks it. Oh, and they can't get it out. Not a good effort there from Schultz. Now it comes to the middle. Now Schultz has it. He's going to flip it over to Flogger. That's a much better effort. Or that's Ben, sorry. Just saw left-handed. Now everyone holds up. Comes to near side, Kaiser. Pitcher, Schultz. Schultz finds Ben. He's going to go forward. Schultz circles behind. Puck. Schultz pass. It's broken up. Over to Pickering. Puck played in, out of, into the stands. Wow. Pennington wins that faceoff back to Blaine. Blaine finds Pickering. Kaiser, pass gets tipped. Heads in. Kaiser in on the forecheck. Gets position again. Kicks at it. Finds Simpson. Finds Pennington. Finds Simpson. Finds Kaiser. That one goes up the wall. Pennington tries to break that up. Slows the guy down. Kaiser on the back check does break that up. And it's played down low. Simpson gets down under the guy. Gets ridden into the boards. They're going to come out of the zone. They're going to play it up the wall. That should be icing. And it is. So Fisher Line heads out with Barth and Stanley. Ridge and rolls. Puck tied up again, and everybody skates. Now it's going to come to Ridge. He's going to go sideways a little bit. He's going to turn. Plays it to the middle. Hits a skate. Stanley's going to whip it. Hits a skate. Fish turns. Turns again. Turns away from everybody. Turns. Back out to Ridge. Oh, Ridge softly. Now he's got a spot to shoot. He stops. Plays it down to Fish. Fish gets an elbow in the back. He comes off the wall. He's got space. He shoots. It hits a stick and almost hits the clock. Fisher back to the dot. One to Rawls. He was heading back, has to chip at it. Now they come forward. Ridge grabs that, finds Fisher. He chips it forward. Barth there. Two Sioux Falls players kind of run into each other, and they go back the other way. Louis up the wall to Brock. Brock dumps it in. Barth in after it. Now Fisher. Tied up along the wall. Now it squirts out. Ooh. So they call Fisher for a cross-check, even though everybody was cross-checking. He didn't get him to move it, so he called a penalty. Springer out with Miller. And he gets sent down for icing. So we'll head back down to D zone. Same spot. Pickering and Blaine hop on. Springer back to the dot. Tied up. Goes forward. Caleb grabs it. Number 3. Puck one back by Sioux Falls. They go D to D. Back to the D. Back again. Miller almost gets a piece, and now they dump it down low. Backhand. Comes to center ice. Springer pushes it forward. Forces them. Turn. Now they go the other way. Oof. Kid sidesteps Pickering. Now it comes to the point. Still there. Now Blaine. Still there. Now it gets hacked forward and it's on in, twist and turning, and it's not going to go anywhere. Kaiser and Pennington on. Kid twists around. Their D-man joins the play. Oh, he's in all alone. Puck goes off Caleb, wide. Now Shiloh. Shiloh in 1-on-3. Shiloh, Christian. He cuts in. Oh, had a good cut, forgot the puck. Now he's got to hustle back. Oh, they circle. Give Shiloh a chance to reset. He had the angle. The puck just didn't go with him when he cut across. They play it out softly. Now they're going to come to center ice. Now they set up along the half boards. Play it down low. Weird off the door. Shot blocked. It's low. Fisher on. He gets, got the puck. Now he's on with Pennington. Fisher heads in. Crisscrosses. Heads in again. Has Pennington. Oh! Just off the end of his stick. Fisher's going to go for a change. Nope. Yep. Maybe. A pitcher's on. Somebody needs to get the puck. Pitcher has it. Schultz on. Flogger on. Ridge goes. Now it's loose. Still loose. Pitcher wins the face-off, kind of, still loose. Oh. Kid skates out with it. Pitcher with a nice tackle at center ice. And they play it forward. Louis has it slide off his stick. Now Flogger plays it in deep. They're going to reset. They go off the wall at their bench. That was of interest. Now pitcher has space. That's Schultz. Schultz heads in, gets the zone, gets to the middle, tries to find pitcher. Puck slides through him. Now it gets flipped up. Kid tries to take a leg. Flogger leaves for Pickering. Pickering shoots wide. Blaine pinches, takes a man. Schultz gets the puck. Tries to find Pickering. That gets knocked, but Pickering keeps it in the zone. Shot. Hits Schultz in the leg. Oh, the goalie saves. Still down low. So the officials are blowing this one horribly. Cooper got leg swiped behind the goal, and then the kid put both legs around his leg and twisted. Mike bumped a kid, and they called a hold. So 2:39 will be on a penalty kill for 2 minutes. Mike's in the box. Just a bigger kerfuffle than yesterday for the officiating. Pennington and Barth out there. Face-off tied up, now out to the point. Now back to the point. They pull the goalie. Pennington open. He doesn't know yet. He's going for change. So they're 6-on-4. Springer out with Barth. They sidestep, go around. Tied up nicely. Now the kid goes in, shoots off the side of the net, goes back to the middle. Barth. Lacasse and Given head on. Kaiser and Springer. 6-on-4 again. One back. Guy walks around. Now pushes it forward. And we'll do it again. Face off, one to the wall. Now back to the power. They go D to D. Shot. Caleb gets a piece of it. Now it's behind the net. Given moves the guy. The puck stays. Now it comes out. Now they turn. Now back out to the point. Oh, they got a guy open. He muffs it completely. Given. So they don't call it a trip, sorry. Blatant trip, just blown by the officials. So they come back in. Again, 6-on-4, played wide. Given, shoots, and it is going wide. They wave it off, though, because they got no clue what's going on. Yep, waved it off. Now pitcher on, flogger on. And it's kid muffs it. Now it's down low. Shot. Caleb with the save. Shot into the netting. So 10 seconds left to this fiasco. Official still says he thinks he's telling the kid something important. Hard to believe it was worse than yesterday, but here we are. Pitcher ties it up, comes out to the dot, shot, save. Oh, Miller's out there instead of pitcher. I guess pitcher was just out on the PK, and that'll do it. So 4-2 win, and a video to submit on what not to do when you're officiating. So we'll be back on Saturday morning from Chicago. 9 o'clock, I think, is our game time. We've had some troubles with Wi-Fi in that rink before,